Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Brian.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds.
So a little different venue today. We've been here before. Last time I think was Conky Dong, long time ago. It's before we even started finishing my basement. Probably even before the concept was made. But you know, anyway, now it's done, and so hopefully we can start doing some reviews here too. And mix it up a little bit so I don't have to drive as often. We probably ought to make a video sometime about calculating the amount of alcohol you consume and being careful, because you don't want to push limits. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but we're here in my new basement. You can see the theater all the way at the end. I'm waiting on a projector screen and projector, and in the meantime there's just a smaller TV there, but still works. I can still watch movies. And now we are doing the Big Kahuna, Bourbon County. Just came out, and this is our 400th video, by the way. We didn't have noisemakers or anything, so we thought we'd go big. To you, Bourbon County may not be that big, but to us it's huge. We love Black Friday every year. Black Friday has nothing to do with retail sales. It has to do with Stout. That's why they call it Black Friday. It has nothing to do with sales. So this is the typical yearly Bourbon County 2017, and this year though they did something different. You want to talk about that?
So as you can see, the gray label here, this is the Bourbon County Reserve. So this is the regular Bourbon County, but it's aged in the 11-year-old Knob Creek bourbon barrels. So just a different kind of a single batch bourbon barrel they used. They did this to celebrate Knob Creek's 25th anniversary. It was released only in Chicago and Kentucky, in the state of Kentucky, so didn't get a nationwide release, but obviously being here in Kentucky, we got a good amount of this. Actually, we got more of this than the regular.
Yeah, we did. It was like 4-to-1,
yeah,
5-to-1.
It was crazy. But the notes say it shouldn't be much different other than the different barrel. So it's not any adjuncts, any different aging process. It's just the different barrels.
And they do typically have other things where they do adjuncts and different barrels. This is supposed to be just the same batch, same Bourbon County, just Knob Creek barrels. So
yeah, and obviously you can tell we have two glasses here, but the thing is we don't know what's in which glass.
I poured his, he poured mine.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can tell a difference.
Yeah, so we just want to see if we can get these little nuances and describe them to you guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Do aromas on both first?
Do what?
Aromas on both first?
Aromas,
they pour pitch black. You guys can see that. We don't have to. This one has a little bit of a head left, just a little. Does yours?
Maybe mine are pretty much the same. This one has a little bit.
All right, so let me do that in case it's the head difference. So I'll put the outsides. You do outsides?
Outside, sure.
Outside. So we'll do outside, inside is what. Anytime we change, we'll move to what we think outside, inside to describe.
Sounds good.
So outside first.
Outside first. It smells like Bourbon County.
Chewy chocolate fudge, sweet.
It smells awesome. Boozy though, but not in a bad way. I mean, it smells like the typical chocolate malt in Bourbon County.
Chocolate malt, a little bit of roast there. All right,
inside glass. That's a little muted.
Yeah,
mine is.
Doesn't quite have the punch as the first.
I get more roast from the inside glass. Just a little more roasted malt, not as much bourbon. They feel about the same temperature too.
Going quickly back and forth, it's hard. Getting big whiffs, I'm getting more booze on both of them, but.
Okay. All right.
Outside?
Outside.
Cheers. Cheers.
That's good.
That first sip of Bourbon County, every time I get it, always gets me.
It's awesome.
It's sweet chocolate fudge, settling into nice bourbon, vanilla, a little bit of heat, and then followed by this nice chocolatey roast, semi-sweet chocolate roast.
I couldn't say anything more than that, except that this taste. I think this is the Reserve, because I think it's just got a little bit more character. I think you get a little more of the barrel. I could be wrong. We'll see when we go to the other one, but I like this a lot. This is phenomenal.
Okay,
let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
See, to me, that's just a little bit sweeter. I don't get the roasted malt like I got on the nose, but a slight bit sweeter, and to me a little bit less complex. But I'm gonna have to go back and forth a little bit. So my guess is that this is regular and that this is the Reserve.
Okay. Very similar. Such a sipper, though. I mean, are they both the same ABV?
You know, I didn't even look.
14.8, 14.1, so very close. Yeah. Less than a point.
So it shouldn't be that this one's hot and this one's not.
Yeah.
Now that has been some of the complaints I've seen. I've seen people that normally give Bourbon County 4.5, 4.75, giving it a 4 this year and saying it's just too hot, needs to age. I don't remember thinking that with the one bottle of Bourbon County I already had this year. Do you?
No. I mean, it definitely has some heat. So, I drink this, I'm drinking right now faster than I would normally drink Bourbon County, trying to pick out subtle differences. And so I'm actually getting more booze than I got. I've had reserve twice and regular once so far.
They are a lot closer than I thought they would be.
This is what I remembered having. I had them 30 minutes apart, and I thought they were both close. Gave them 4.75. I'm going to do the same. Now I'm trying to figure out if I can tell a difference.
Yeah. Should have brought water down so we could cleanse our palate.
Other than the head,
this one, the inside glass to me just it's just a little more smooth, and doesn't quite have as much bourbon character. So I'm still going to guess that that's regular Bourbon County, but see, this one tastes more complex. I get a little more roasted malt out of this one. Actually, I say roasted. It may not be roasted malt. It may be from the barrel. I'm still going to stick with, I think that's reserve.
So this one's a little sweeter to me, I think.
Okay, which is weird because I felt like this one, to me, was a little sweeter. The inside glass for me, outside for you.
Yeah, this one's just a smidge sweeter, maybe a hint more vanilla. Again, subtle, and I'm not guaranteeing I would say the same thing if I did this, a million times. But I'm gonna guess the sweeter one's the reserve, this one, and the inside glass is the regular.
All right.
So I'm gonna go Wicked Weed. Now that they're partners.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are they? Yeah, that's right.
So now I'm going to go reserve, regular, outside, inside. So we disagree, right?
So.
No, wait a minute. You said reserve.
I was saying this one was
So reserve. We both said reserve on the outside.
But my description, though, of this one was closer to what you were describing that. It's just a little more sweet. Right. Are you getting a little more booze out of that one or a little more?
I got more booze. No, I think if there is more boozing, this masks it more with the sweetness and a little hint more vanilla.
Okay.
Very close, but if I had to, but I think it's just the fact that this one tastes a smidge sweeter. But anyway, so you're actually wrong.
Okay.
Was I wrong too?
No, you're right.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, so that.
Yeah, so this one was the reserve.
Okay.
Which is this one.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll move that to the outside.
But we described them.
Similar.
The same. We just remembered them different.
Yeah.
Correct. So yes. So our descriptions actually match up.
Yep.
You thought it was a smidge sweeter.
I thought it was a little bit sweeter, a little less boozy though, and I thought regular Bourbon County had a little more character to it, which I was attributing to a different barrel. But
so originally, when you had them separately, you thought you preferred the reserve.
I did.
Did you give them different ratings?
I didn't actually rate the regular. I gave this one a 5. I gave reserve a 5, and so yes, by that I did like it a little bit more than this. I would have given this a 4.75, and I will today.
And I gave them the same. I'm sticking 4.75s. Again, subtle nuances, guys. Still a great batch of Bourbon County.
Yeah, I think so too.
As far as the heat goes, I don't remember. I mean, I'm drinking them too fast right now. Just what we've done. We'll obviously slow down now, enjoy these the rest of the afternoon. But it did come off as a little bit of heat to me drinking at that pace.
Regular Bourbon County.
Both of them, yeah.
See, the more I just switched them up, the more I drink this one, I get more heat from it.
Okay.
Even though the ABV is a little bit lower, and that's the complaint people give. And that should have been a clue when I had them that that's what this one is supposed to be from what other people are tasting. And there is a clear difference. I mean, this one does have a little bit more sweetness to it, and I do agree on the vanilla, and that has to be from the barrel character.
Yeah, I agree.
I was biased, I think, because when I drank this one first because I was so excited, of course.
I knew Bourbon County.
And when I drank it, I knew one that Kentucky actually gets, and that we got at our liquor store. Anyway, when I drank it, I remember thinking it was more complex. So when I had them side by side, this one tasted more complex, but the more I sip on it, it's I think because it's just a little more boozy. So I would have to say I kind of agree with what other people are saying. Yeah. Even though I have to admit I mixed it up.
Sure.
Clearly, they're both phenomenal beers.
Yeah, absolutely.
But kind of disappointed that I picked it wrong.
There's no loser. There's no loser in this game.
Except the empty bottle.
Which will be empty soon. But anyway, so fun experiment.
Yeah.
Guys, you know, if you've got the regular Bourbon County, it's not worth killing yourself to get the reserve unless you just want to try it. They're very, very close. We're giving the edge. I'm not even giving the edge number-wise, but I will say I prefer it slightly to the regular, but I'm giving them the same numbers. So if you want to seek it out, but it's not worth killing yourself for.
Yeah, it's funny how when I have it once, I liked. So the first time I had them, obviously, I liked this one better, the Bourbon County Reserve, just because I thought it was more smooth and had that slightly sweeter flavor. But today,
side by side, you prefer the regular?
I almost preferred it as I was drinking it, just because I felt like this was more complex. But the more I drink it, the complexity is really more of a hot, boozy flavor. Okay. But it's still not. It's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't knock it more than a quarter point. It's still a 4.75 to me.
Yeah.
But the more I sip on it, I still prefer the sweet, more vanilla, more mellow flavor, which I think is kind of weird. It's not what I expected.
Yeah. But fun experiment.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Happy 400.
Happy 400. Cheers to me. As always, guys, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.